the ongoing survey by the Archaeological Survey of India at Varanasi's Gyanvapi Mosque. And now the centre has told the Supreme Court that in no way will they alter the structure, stressing that not a brick has been removed, nor is it planned. The survey is being conducted to determine whether the present structure was constructed over a pre-existing structure of a Hindu temple, is what officials have said. In fact, Solicitor General of India, Tushar Mehta, also told the court that the petitioners need not to worry about any excavation move at this point, adding that only measurement, photography and radar studies are being carried out currently. But my colleague Alok Pandey is on the ground tracking all the latest developments for us in Varanasi. He joins us live at the moment. Alok, now the centre has told the Supreme Court that the ongoing survey at the mosque will in no way alter the structure.
Parmeshwar, I think the news point at the moment is that the Supreme Court has stayed the survey. The Supreme Court has stayed the survey till Wednesday evening and said that the mosque committee is free to approach the Allahabad High Court, which is the next higher court where it can go. So that is what appears to be the latest that has come through, and that has been broken, of course, by Sunil Prabhu, our colleague, who took us through all that happened in the court. There was a lengthy, extensive argument by all parties in the Supreme Court of India, part of which you spelled out at the beginning of the bulletin, which was that there were two contentions, one by the mosque committee, which said that, look, any kind of survey at the Gyanvapi Mosque before deciding the main case in this entire issue is a violation of Supreme Court orders, and there was no hurry to do this. An order was passed on Friday. The survey started on Monday itself. We had no time to approach the next court, and that is why we are coming to you for an urgent listing. The Chief Justice of India, Mr. Chandrachud, and this is all information from my colleague Sunil Prabhu that I am relaying. He's covering the Supreme Court. So then the Chief Justice of India also wanted to know what all had happened since today morning that the survey began. After the survey began at 7 a.m. The Solicitor General then said that, look, give me 5 minutes, I'm going to go to the ASI, check with them. He came back to say that, look, there is no excavation work that is going to happen because the mosque committee said in the Supreme Court that if you're going to excavate, if you're going to tinker with the structure of the mosque, that is a violation of Supreme Court orders and also the law. The Solicitor General of India came back to say that, look, the ASI is only conducting survey work. There is going to be no excavation right now, at least for a week, and only then will any excavation work begin. There were further deliberations and arguments when the mosque committee said that, look, no, we have to be given a chance to approach the appropriate court for a challenge for this. What was the hurry? This should not be done. It's a violation of the spirit. There were extensive arguments that perhaps Sunil can elaborate more upon. But I think the end result of it, the nishkarsh, as we say in Hindi, because I'm standing in Varanasi right now, is that the Supreme Court of India has stayed the survey at the Gyanvapi Mosque for 2 days and given the mosque committee the liberty to approach the Allahabad High Court at the soonest. That's the news point, at least from the Supreme Court of India. I'm also going to just move aside a little and show you where I am right now. So this is a very congested area. I wish I could have gone right up to the Gyanvapi Mosque and the Kashi Vishwanath Temple with my OB van, but you can't do that because today is Monday and it's also a day that marks religious significance here. That is why I can't go there, but these are the congested bylanes of Varanasi that lead up to the Kashi Vishwanath Temple and the Gyanvapi Mosque complex. And as we know, both of those structures are together in one complex. And since 7 a.m. in the morning, the ASI team, I think about 30 to 40 people, including the litigants the lawyers of the women petitioners themselves, all of them have been inside the Gyanvapi Mosque complex. A survey has started. The exact contours of the survey, I'm not qualified to say, frankly. I could say something and, it won't mean much because I don't know the scientific ways of doing a survey like this. But yes, the survey is being conducted. The survey was conducted based on a petition by 4 women petitioners who are also petitioners in the original Gyanvapi case, which is a different issue that I'll talk about later. In May this year, these 4 women petitioners had gone to the district court in Varanasi that is hearing all Gyanvapi related matters and said that the Gyanvapi Mosque was built after raising a Hindu temple, and that while it's one thing to claim such a thing, it's another thing to carry out a scientific survey and to establish the truth according to their petition. There were extensive arguments on those petitions. The mosque committee opposed it. They said there should be no ASI survey. It will damage the structure. It's against the law. It's against Supreme Court directions.
Right.
In his order last Friday, District Judge Mr. Vishwet said that no, to get to the whole facts and to get to speedy resolution of the case, a survey is necessary.
Alok, as always, thank you so much for taking us through the entire developments coming in. Alok Pandey there reporting from Varanasi. We also have my colleague Sunil Prabhu joining us live at the moment. Sunil, as Alok has mentioned, the headline point currently, the Supreme Court has stayed the Gyanvapi survey till Wednesday.
That's right. And of course, this after a lot of discussion and deliberations in the Supreme Court. First, when it was mentioned, the Chief Justice of India wanting to get a first-hand account because the petitioners saying that they have started digging. There has been over 30 people, and there seems to be a tearing hurry to change the status quo. Since 1947, there has not been a brick been moved. There has been, status quo that has remained. And it's in that backdrop, ask the Solicitor General to go back, seek instructions from the ASI and to come back. And then gave time till 11:15. The Solicitor General then took instructions from the ASI, reported back to the Chief Justice of India, who then was told very categorically by no less than the CGI. The SG said that not a brick has been moved, and the Chief Justice of India then saying that the petitioners can move the High Court, and for 1 week giving them time to move the appropriate High Court. The petitioners refusing to accept that, saying very categorically on a continuous basis that there is a lot of tearing hurry. There seems to be a sinister move in this entire exercise. There were 30 people, and why should there be, a status quo change on an important and very sensitive matter like the Gyanvapi Mosque in Banaras? And it's in that context the Chief Justice of India finally conferring with his other fellow colleagues, even listening to the other side, the petitioner as well as the Solicitor General, and then agreeing to the fact that this district court, which was passed on Friday at 4:30, has been stayed till Wednesday, giving the opportunity for the petitioners to move the appropriate High Court, in this case the Allahabad High Court, to continue with the stay and to continue with the proceedings. But definitely this is an extremely sensitive issue, and the Supreme Court intervening and the petitioners thanking the Chief Justice for his indulgence on a very important and sensitive matter affecting the state of Uttar Pradesh as well as others.